Greetings everyone, and great here for another H-Bars 4 replay. Spawn bottom left side as the yellow English, we have Valdemar. On top right side as the blue Zuzi's Legacy, we have Playboi Carti. How's this map generation? Looks like both of yellow's deer spawn on the same side with some gold as well, so that's a good expansion direction. With Boar up here, his opponent has both deer deposits on the same side of the map as well as Boar, while his gold spawned mixed half and half. So north is probably better expansion direction for him. Of course, we do need to keep an eye out where would be a good spot for the meditation gardens. Here could be decent. Maybe putting it right around here. Maybe like get both the gold and the stone deposit. Don't think it's stretched out between the gold and the two stone deposits here. Nothing over here seems particularly great to me. So yeah, I think maybe stone or golden wood. You can somehow get both in stone, gold, and wood. That's probably the best spot for it right around here. Either way, we're gonna have to wait and see. And the English player actually has a man arms on the field right there. Was not paying attention. He does not deny the gold. He is going for meditation gardens right there, which will give him stone and gold. And maybe a bit of berries? That may be out of the range of the berries. Let's get him selected. Yet the radius is much smaller, so it looks like a little bit of wood, gold, and stone. So that would be about 60 resources per minute. Nice thing about getting a stone with the meditation gardens is you can actually deploy out a large number of cannoneer slits from outposts, which could be very useful against the man-at-arms of the English. We got the council hall here. Mill now being put on the field as well. So the English players are really starting to eye producing some farms since that mill's there. He's also going for some military units right now. Going to push forward with Vanguard Man at Arms, Hardened Spearmen, and Longbowmen. He has two Hardened Spearmen in the field. Blue's Horseman will get Spear Brace there. Poor control there by Blue. Blue's Wounded Horseman is now falling back. We do see a hand cannoneer slit being researched out somewhere. This one right here next to the berries. He is also claiming quite a bit still there. He's eyeing for a secondary town center, maybe eyeing towards over here. Now has enough resources for a secondary town center, but where? Looks like these villagers are eyeing to blow the second town center right there. Not a great spot for it, in my opinion. Apparently these trees are not even on the mini-map. This player has a small force here of longbowmen and spearmen. Go for more longbowmen now. Got a barracks going for his first farm. And now his second farm. There's enough wood for a third farm. Blue has a good number of horse on the field, just trying to keep his opponent at home with them. Third farm now deployed on the field, has plenty for more, going to send some villagers onto gold. Another longbowman spearman there. Horsemen down south are eyeing for this lone longbowman. Very good. Taking out the reinforcements is always quite nice. That horseman does take some hits there and will go down shortly. Horseman dancing around. That one is severely wounded. Will go down to one more arrow. I've got another hand cannoneer slip being researched somewhere. Way over here. Nope, that's not the right one. We do now have the early man-at-arms upgrade. Oh, Saudi, I just saw your YouTube message. Howdy. Another horseman here. Spearman and longbowman moving around. Of course, there's the hand cannoneer slit. Though it is off the beaten path, so likely won't scout out anytime soon. Does collect up some berries there. Berries not a great food source. Deer is much better. He's not going for some deer. Blue barrow and more wood chopping research. Got 15 longbowmen, 8 spearmen, 1 man-at-arms. Get some damage there onto the horseman. Forestry upgrade now complete. Now he is going for a proxy, or it is not necessarily proxy, but battering ram now being deployed on out. He does not have enough wood for a secondary battering ram. A bit of wood, going for more housing. Nope, and the horseman did try to find some more reinforcements. Here we get a good stab. And there is the battering ram there, loaded up with probably spearmen on the inside, trying to get secondary town center now. Horseman down here, just moving around. Battering ram up here. Engaging. I'm curious what's inside the battering ram. 15 longbowmen. He could probably just try setting up some palings there if he's concerned about getting assaulted. Man-at-arms and spearmen moving around. Taking some hits there from the outpost and from the cannon near the town center. Does take out some villagers. The town center will be set ablaze. And we do got Mount Lu Academy now being put on field, which will give him age 3 castle age. Which can go for some lancers. He can go for early palace guards already. Now I can get some regular palace guards. The battering ram now being employed on field. This will take out a village, which will put him top cap quite severely because it does provide 40 population. When I say severely, I mean he'll need another 30 extra population space. Now I've got the palace guard upgrade, upgrading from early palace guard to regular palace guard. More battering rams now being employed on field. And taking out this house will also be useful, removing his population housing. This is really all the population housing he has. That village, the house, and the town center. So now he's down to 20 maximum housing space. Use that severe pop cap. Taking out some gains good damage on those villagers. Does take out some more villagers. Yellow's cut off 6 villagers, but Blue's still ahead thanks to the extra town center production. Losing more of these villagers here. Horsemen moving around. Until these... Okay, he does go ahead and garrison the bowman inside of his battering ram there. These villagers may Once you start tracking fortune, does get out early, or regular Palace Guard that has 3 range armors. Actually, will still get punched through quite well by the 7 damage longbowman. Also taking some massive damage right now. Villagers popping on out and back in. I think the meditation gardens have been severely disturbed. I wonder what its resource generation is like. Oh, just straight up 0. I don't think I've ever seen it. A meditation garden would be at 0 value. But there you go, 0 value meditation gardens. Does take out a couple battering rams there. Towns are severely damaged but alive. Hopping in and out. Does get some horsemen, but the horsemen getting taken out by the spearmen. And there it goes. He does clean up all the barriers, so his town center is going to be safe. The Castle Age Palace Guard is being very effective right now. He's also behind in village production. Of course, does have attack advantage, but he's still the Tang dynasty, which makes his landmarks cheaper as Zuzi's legacy, if I remember correctly. He can age up to a song, which make his resource structures drop off points cheaper, which cheaper age up's probably better. Can't really check the resource cost of his structures. Production time, infinite. Advanced Imperial Age. English players like halfway there to age up. Got Boar here. The Boar is going to gore a villager. One villager does go down. Has 6 villagers there for food collection. And now we've got the King's Palace from Field, a secondary town center, which will be very useful to keep a village advantage he currently has. Right now, the Chinese player still has not deployed out a secondary town center, or tertiary would be at this point in time. Mount Lu Academy will also make it so those peer officials do also drop off a bit of food with their taxes. Palace Guards here in good number, receiving some arrow fire. Does have +2 range armor, so it has 5 range armor. The town center arrows are doing 7 each, so taking 2 damage per arrow. Palace Guard charging way forward, getting some good damage. Let's get the King's Palace also garrisoned. The longbowmen are getting ripped apart there, so it's not going to be necessary to get the veteran longbowman research. Palace Guard did some good damage there, and we got more Palace Guard chasing around some villagers. Does get out a crossbow in the field, very nice. Going for crossbows to be good. Only has 1 on the field. Going for more Palace Guard. Going for knights and crossbows, both be good against the Palace Guard. Right now, let's see. Mill still needs to be built. Going to look at some stone there. Maybe I'm for a keep. Maybe I'm for another town center. I really don't know at this moment in time. Does have some good food collection all across the map. Jangan Tower now being plotted field, which will allow them to get the Song Dynasty. Also give him a rebate on every single military structure he builds by getting a free unit. More Palace Guard being put on the field. Makes its way over there, trying to camp the relic. His opponent, I don't think has... Okay, he does have a monster in the field. First monk on the way. The dogs are wanting that stick she has in her hand. Throw the stick and you'll be just fine. You monster. Song Dynasty now deployed on the field. Palace Guard 4 does find some early man-at-arms. Not a whole lot of crossbows in the field. English player doesn't actually have a whole lot of economic research. His farms do provide good production, plus 25%, so that's better than what his opponent currently has, plus 15. So I'm probably going to see some granaries loaded soon. Palace Guard gains good damage on the villagers. Villagers do go down there. Or Palace Guard, not villagers. You have, of course, secondary towns on the field. Going for more Palace Guard. So right now they're in the center of the map. Got a round of palisade walls going on up. And all of this palace of the sacred sites could be in sphere of influence for these walls. Relic number 1 picked up by relic number 2 picked on up by blue, has already captured up one. Yellow's picked up a relic. That leaves this relic here and here. So this one's safe for blue, this one's contestable. Let's go. Almost all the berries have been claimed here, just one berry bush remaining. Not really important to collect it on up, honestly. Waiting for another mill there to collect up those berries, so it finally got built. Because I could have sworn that mill was queued up for quite some time. Monk does get spotted there, and does pull it back there. Palace Guards charging their way up here. There's currently 13 Palace Guard there versus 4 man-at-arms, 4 crossbows, and 5 longbowmen. Blue may win out this fight. He's going to overrun the crossbowman first. Very nice. Maybe go for a Wolo. Maybe go for a Wolo. Nope, they both go down there. Longbowman did a good job of sniping those monks. But the Palace Guard will overrun this force. His opponent does not have armor clad just yet, which will really be a counterpart to the Palace Guard, which has less armor for mobility. But he will go and take out the monks there. And does not take out that monk there. And the rest of these forces are going to run away. English player is now going for military academies. I disagree with that at the moment. He does not have enough military production to make it warrant enough value. Military academies improve your production speed of your units by 33%. But it does cost 350 resources. Effectively, in order to make this any sort of worth it, you will need enough military production structures to be possibly affected by this. In which can be mathematically broken down. Every sort of military structure does cost 150. In other words, 50 resources, 33%. In order for 50 to be equal to 350, there would have to be 7 military structures. So that would have to be... So there have to be 7 military structures on the field for that to be any positive effect. I don't know how that correlates with the say the council hall, but listen, now it is going to pull out some more military structures. So basically, until you have built 7 military structures in the field, don't go for military academies. Over here, we do have now basic spearmen now engaging man-at-arms. They will use a basic spearman from the Zhengan Tower. Not even hardened just yet. Those man-at-arms will do some great damage. Armor clad is now complete, so now these man-at-arms do have 8 melee or range armor, 6 melee armor. You always get them up to 8 melee armor at this stage. Palace Guard now closing on the various forces there. The man-at-arms will do just fine, but the longbow in the back are going to go down. Scout down, not a big surprise. More Palace Guard enclosing these forces, more Palace Guard there. You have a Tempo Blue Keep here. He can't let that get destroyed. If that gets destroyed, he'll lose all those income, all the resources there. He may have not got a really big refund for that either. And arms trying to engage these villagers now. That mining camp is being supervised. Good number of Palace Guard trying to move forward with some villagers there to build that keep in order to provide influence on that sacred site. Yellow has the sacred site captured. Palace Guards, half of them are pushing way forward, hit those crossbows. Crossbows do offer the most DPS is to be concerned with, but it does also mean the man-at-arms get some free shots on in. Man-at-arms do have 13 damage at 1.12 attack speed, so the crossbows do all, if there's any left, I can tell you. Keep is now deploying the field, which should keep the English player at bay. There's a crossbow. Does offer 23 damage at a 1.2, 1.79. DPS is higher for the crossbows, but only by a small margin versus the man-at-arms. But man-at-arms do also have a bit of armor, so they take less damage. Big round of English technology being researched. Spring golden placement here by the keep. We got a hand cannon near a slit. It does do 25 damage per shot, which is decent. Looks like the wolves taking some bites there. He's going for a big line of stone walls. Sacred Site is captured by blue, not being decaptured by yellow, because his blue's monk's also there. They're right now just having a staring contest. Some yellow villagers may go down here. Looks like all of them may escape away. Does get some damage on those villagers. The man-at-arms doing a good job engaging. Sacred Site now being decaptured because Blue's monk lost the steering contest. All the Palace Guard has been cleaned on up. Blue's capturing this Sacred Site now. Wolf still getting some bites here. Got the Palace Guard now trying to stop the Sacred Site from being decaptured. Never mind. Retasked it. Who's not cleaning up this Sacred Site here. And we've got now the Vanguard Palace not being put on field. The rarer of all the Age 4 landmarks for the English, which will give them access to a handful of unique units, as well as some other bannered armies. You can access to a dirt cheap trebuchet. I think the one that gives you a trebuchet gives you also 2 crossbow and 2 spearmen. I think the trebuchet basically becomes free at that point. Or you just either build the trebuchet for itself and you get it still at a discount with a couple of spearmen and crossbows. You get access to the raiders, which I believe are just a random horsemen. Here we go. Vanguard Army. This is 100, 100, 200. A trebuchet costs 550 resources in total, so for even cost for a trebuchet, you get this basically the trebuchet itself for free or at discount with some free spearmen crossbows to go along with it. Vanguard Raiders give you 3 horsemen, 3 knights. 3 knights do cost what? 240 each, so 720. And you get also 3 horsemen as well, so this is a discount still. The Wineguard Raiders, which are 6 rangers, which are elite longbone with 2 extra range. And as well as the Wineguard Footmen, which he is building, and I don't remember what they are special about them. I think they do bonus damage to infantry. I wonder if they get affected by armored clad. Guess I'll have to wait and see. Palace Guard running around. Got these Palace Guard trying to torch down some walls. Still the Song Dynasty going for bowling oil and more Imperial officials. And we got the men-at-arms now everywhere. Wineguard Footmen are now put on the field. Wineguard Footmen, they have 22 damage per attack. They do get armor clad upgrade. They do also have more range armor, but less melee armor than elite footmen. They do have 22 damage, plus 5 versus cavalry. 22 damage is actually really high as well. Attack speed is 1.62, which is slower than regular man-at-arms. Elite, and these are elite man-at-arms, so the damage output doesn't get higher than this as well. So they have great damage, bonus damage to cavalry, as well as a different style of armor. More range armor, less melee armor. Palace Guards being picked off there. Got these Palace Guards over here. Got another round of walls attempting to be built. Palace Guards and footmen are over there. Blue's losing some villagers. Blue's also behind the villagers. Does have a keep there to help him stay alive. More footmen push way forward. SCPs pull on the field. Men-at-arms making their way forward. Also got some Wineguard Rangers not being pulled on the field. Extra long elite longbowmen. We'll click on them a little bit later. Purefish dropping off some taxes there, but the men-at-arms are simply just everywhere in yellow's and blue's base. At this point in time, blue will probably be backing out relatively soon. Footmen do take out the Nest of Beasts, going for another keep here. Or Palace Guards can engage the firstly elite man-at-arms. Right now, the elite man-at-arms are far superior. And it looks like blue does back of the game now. This is great saying. Thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.